we go. Hi everybody! We're finally back with more Final Fantasy XVI. I'll make sure everything's good. Property. Beautiful. Wonderful. Amazing. So, I don't believe I streamed last week because I wasn't feeling very well. So, I do apologize for that, but we're back now and we'll see where I left off because my brain goes empty sometimes. I think last time we were just like mostly exploring around the time skip and our new base. A lot of people are dead and it's a sad time.
A flower drink?
About as much as a bothersome boy.
We have like side quests and stuff that we can do, but right now I don't believe there was anything I can pick up. Our doggo's still with us. We found Ambrosia. It was I wanted to cry. We found Ambrosia. Ambrosia's alive and well, and we have Ambrosia back. Ambrosia has been a defender of chocobos all of these years. Just like me. Wait, let me just see. So we don't have any side quests right now. Just get rid of the red. Get rid of the red. Yeah, we've done everything we could. And last time we did a little side quest where there was... No! No, no, you stop that. Hi, guy. Welcome in. I know it's chocobos, but I say chocobos all the time. I don't know. It's just how I naturally say it. I need to stop. But we are going over here today. Folks Cry Cliff. You stop that! No, no. I don't. I'm good. How are you doing today, guy?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalnekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
What's up, boy?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines. Although gets buggy at times. Yeah.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Yeah, Shadows of Doubt is still very buggy. I do hear, like, I read that if you're playing for a long time, you have to close the game and reload the game because, like, the longer you play, the worse it runs because of, like, memory leaks and stuff. But what are you watching? Get us stuff, boys. Let's go.
Time to fight.
Oh no, oh, I'm so stupid. Flash. I've never watched a Flash, to be honest. Is it good? I mean, I know who the Flash is, but I've never watched it. Let's go. Let's go kill the chocobos and all of their chocobos. Bit low quality. I haven't really watched superhero stuff lately. I watched the Spider-Man movies. I watched Dune, but that's not superheroes. Ah! I want to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy. I like those. Ah, come on, boy. How is the audio, by the way? Is the sound okay? Okay, let's take a look on the map. We need to go there. Why? Can we look around a little bit before we go? Yeah, I watched the first one. I loved the first one. I'm waiting to get the second one. I'm waiting for it to come out so I can buy it.
Over here! Go!
Get up! Ah! Go, go. Ah. Wait, hello? Is it running? Where did you go? Hello? Hello? Well, fuck you, I guess. Let's go this way. Is it still hurt? Did it heal? No, fuck off. It cheated! The coward! Why am I over here? I wanted to go over to the little leggy. The leg. The little leg. Down this way. Where is it? Go further down. This way? Oh. Can I interact with it? Oh. What is this? And can I read that? In loving memory of my beloved pet, Tokilios the Third, I will never forget you. May you rest in peace. I always feel like the blue chocobos, for some reason, I always think in my brain, they're like rare chocobos with more XP, and I have to go fight them. I mean, it's probably not true, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, I remembered. Something very important. Are you coming for me? I leveled up! Anyway, this is what I just remembered. Ambrosia! Come forth! My beautiful baby. Where do I want to go? Can I go this way? Set marker.
You deserve a rest.
No! Come back! Come back, Ambrosia!
Ready, go? Faster!
Like the wind! Can't go down there. Don't do that. Now we can do this instead.
No
Stabbing it, don't mind me. Dun 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 dun.
Time to fight.
Dun 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 dun. just wanted to have a little exploration. Just fill out the map a little, you see. Now I did. There's Shallop Rock that we've never been to. I stopped for a second. It says that the stream is struggling a little bit. There we go. Ambrosio's just so fast. Let's go, Ambrosia. Delete. And then we'll go there. Oh. Sorry. I'll slow down. You chocobos get to live this day, cause I can't let Ambrosia know what I've done to you. What? I am a chocobo oppressor, not an espresso. Bye.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Yeah. What's going on?
Welcome, stranger.
I mean, I wanted to find out what's happening, but I mean, I can buy music now, but it takes so long to make money.
Into the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Steel silk. music is
You're
always
going
very
hunting for
tense.
outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
Right.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
Maybe I am. You.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Alright, young person. Youth.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Guys, this person right in front of us within earshot, who very clearly had us speaking, just said that if he could, he'd turn in the firebrand, so I suggest you to be a bit more discreet.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
I would like a new ally. I mean, it's just been me and Jill this entire time. I mean, no offense to you, Jill. You're a wonderful companion and you toggle. But a fresh face might be fun. How are we? Continuing down here.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
The hunters. Come on, Joe. Talker, with me!
Ever since the Brotherhood, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
We should keep it waiting. The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
What's the idea? I'd like to know. There's a big way around there that I'm curious about. There's a shadow. There's one back there. See it over there. Let's go. Black shields.
Careful.
Let's go.
More of my mother's men.
Toggle? You okay?
Where would I be without you?
We'll grab this. Look over there. That thing. What is that thing? Come on. That way. This one.
You're finished. Nice try.
Get on going. Bull's horn braid. Oh, it's like a treasure chest. What did I get? Bull's horn braid. Lunge damage. Cool. Right. Go this way. The gamer in me wants to look the other way too. We'll run down here, we'll run up, then we'll run down. Hello?
Over here!
Very well.
Get him!
Make it look easy.
Goblin coin. Alright. Just a little up and down. Are you alive? Are you dead?
All yours, Torgal!
Go, 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 go! Right. Let's go now. This is China. It's pretty much everything, I feel like. Come on. I like the little pool too. Finish it. There we go. Done that. Spiders. I don't like spiders. They're very weak to fire. Like that one just got destroyed. The bridge. I saw something here. Blood?
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Oh no.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I want the little
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Get him! This one! Sick! Over here!
What? Yeah! Tornado, tornado, tornado.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
A massage?
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Right. Toggle? As long as you're good, toggle. Let's go.
Find something, boy. Death.
They're probably already dead.
Found her.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh no.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Hi Pete. Welcome in.
Yes.
I feel like, yeah, our mother has always been an incredibly cruel person. I don't understand her. Like the way she threw us away as well, right at the start. Like she was willing to kill us as a child. 1 second. I just want to fix something real quick while I store. Just disappear for a second. Oh, Angie. Ba 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 ba. You're good. I thought it wasn't working properly for a second. Let me put it back. But how are you doing, Pete? Welcome in. We have to stay sad today. It's a sad day.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
This is basically genocide too. Like they're just trying to kill all of the branded just because they see them as other, so to speak. What did I pick up? I'm good today. I've been very tired lately. Super tired. All the time. Forever. But I had some energy today and that's all I can ask for of myself. Over there. Oh no. Yeah, it's so hard, especially when you become like really, when you're used to a certain level of caffeine in your system, and then suddenly you just cut it out completely. It's never good to have sudden changes in your diet because it can completely fuck you up. Oh, this is such a sad scene. That's where it came from. Is it? No, I don't think we came from there. We're gonna be going that way. We came from there. But yeah, we came from here. I used to be really addicted to Coke, having like a can of Coke every day. And then when I didn't have it, I just felt like I was crashing, if that makes sense. Like I had no energy without having that caffeine and just like sugar in me all the time. This a boat thing? Oh yes, it like drags the boat up to here, I feel like. Leave the bodies alone, you dumb bats. Right, let's go now. Up there. Oh, there's a clipping texture. One thing before I progress, like, earlier, like Jill was like, oh yeah, you faced your past and you confronted everything and came to grips with yourself and accepted the truth about yourself, blah blah blah. And she was like, okay, now it's my turn. I need to do that too. And like part of Jill's backstory of like what happened to her ever since we were kids was like when our home fell, when our dad died and we were sent away to the front lines, basically exiled, and our brother supposedly dead. The people, our mother's group, kind of like overthrew our city, and a lot of people were murdered, and the women were taken into slavery, the branded women. And Jill was one of them, and she said that how she became, how she got her icon powers. No, she's not our sister. I thought she was our sister. It was a mistake, but what Jill said or what I read, I don't know. I read it or what she said it, I don't remember. But she said that that when she was taken, she was like, I kind of suspect she was assaulted. Like, I don't know, like it wouldn't be too far out there considering the theme of the story, like how there's like murder and all of the bad stuff, kind of like Game of Thrones. And she was like, when she's just like waiting to die, and then when she had enough or she was like ready to give up, that's when her powers manifested. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I mean, I don't think it's too far out there though to think that, maybe? Because like, everyone don't see the bandit or people with powers like us as human. They see us as lesser. So I don't doubt that they would be abusive in many ways towards them. And we're seen as property as well.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
No, yes and no. So, Sid died. I don't know if you saw that. Sid is dead. And then we became the new Sid. We kind of like took over what he was doing in his honor. So we're kind of like known as Sid because we're like a symbol of hope or bringing everyone together. And we're kind of like carrying on what Sid set out to do. And we had a little time skip to a couple of years into the future, and now our new base is a relic of an airship. So we basically, Sid did have an airship, but not in the sense that it's functional. yeah, spoilers. It was so fucking sad. He's dead. He died. And that's why we have his powers now. He gave us his Rammer powers. I mean, it wasn't too far. it wasn't like, I feel like it was gonna happen because because like all the while we were with him, he was like coughing up blood because like he was like expending himself using his icon powers, and it was killing him, so he kind of like ran out of battery at the end. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
We won't survive another night.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
I like the new base though. I don't know if you saw what happened.
But this
So-
is their home.
You know how someone sent Kupka Benedicta's head, and he was like, "Who did this? Who did it? I'll kill all of them." Do you remember that? So then someone told him that it was Sid. So Kupka raided Sid's base, our old base, and everybody died there. Pretty much everybody died. A lot of people died. Some people escaped. Gav lost his eye. He has one eye now. And then we weren't there at the time. We were having a little trial. And then we met Ultima. We met Ultima. And Ultima was trying to take us over. He was the reason why we blew up all those years ago. And our little bro protected us, and I think he took Ultima into himself. We haven't seen him for a couple of years. Clive remembers that. Clive knows that our little bro is alive now. So, but they haven't officially met up yet. And then there was a big fight. Sid protected us. He had a big fight. And then he died. And we took his powers, and then there was a time skip, and now we're the new Sid.
You find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Oh, and another thing that happened, we had a little side quest, and wait, I can't do it here. Can I run backwards? No, I can't. Oh. I can't. I have to show you something. I can't tell you. I have to show you. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Beautiful. Let's go. I've got to go there. Here we go. Look! Look, it's Ambrosia! We got Ambrosia back! We found Ambrosia! Look, 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 look! Our beautiful chocobo! We found him! We were reunited! He has one eye. Because remember, he got hurt all of those years ago, and we're like, no! Yeah, she's alive! She was living in the wilds, and she was like a protector of chocobos. And then we found her, and then she was like, I want to come back with you. I said, okay, we missed you, friend. ready. Right. The Silken Strand. What a beautiful little
The
hamlet.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Anki? Gates are closed. Can't go to that thing, can we?
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Main gate, okay. Let's make sure there's no treasure. No.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Oh, it's all the...
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Just try it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Alright, let's go. Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
How far have we got to go? Just stand there. Back to the gate we saw, right?
Careful.
Oh, hello.
Over here! This one!
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
I mean, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. A little bit overgrown.
not abandoned then.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh no. Just let us go.
Or not.
Go for it! Ah! There's over here!
Some bandits. You could have lived.
Go for it!
More magic ones.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Hello?
And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
You're not bandits?
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Wait!
We can speak inside.
I thought he was dead.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Alright. We got a new friend. An old friend. Hi Dragon, welcome in. How are you doing today?
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched. The Black Shields won't know what hit them.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
I'm no murderer.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Not me.
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
The look of depression and death and just like worn, torn. If that's a word, I don't know. I'm doing good today. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. There's a rose. We are not gonna buy anything today. I might sell stuff.
What is
I
it
have
you
money.
require?
I would like to sell the guild books.
May it serve the cause well.
The Gobby Queens. Hi, CD.
Thanks, my lord.
Welcome in, friend. You redeemed fast. Congratulations. You are fast. You're always fast. It's true, though. You are always fast. But how are you doing today? Wasn't here. Bone necklace. I think that's everything. Let's go.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Alright. Wade, it's good to see you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And my mother!
And so we shall.
Prioritize. Let's see. Oh, you have a slight headache. Have you taken any painkillers? I hope you have a little lie down soon. Sometimes that helps. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Alright, Wade. My new lovely friend. A blast from the past, so to speak.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
Ah.
Brother Wade's life depends upon it.
I hope it kicks in
Blessing of the
soon
Phoenix
then.
go with you.
Let's go, friend. Let's go fight CD's headache.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
We are heading straight through the quiescence. Huh? Are you okay? You guys okay?
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shields?
Go along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
We'll just run right in. Two arms! Ay, 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 ay.
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
I mean,
die
your armor
along with your flame!
is pretty nice.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Go to him! Get him!
Magneto! Ifrit, come to me!
This one.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Let's see. We have a dragon!
Over here! This one.
Keep that low.
Get him! Over here!
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Just not what's going on.
This one.
Look, infinity!
Well done.
Uh-oh.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Nice. Help. Oh, he fucking dodged it.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? All yours.
Ow. Over here. Ow.
Nice try. Come on. Over here. Get him.
Ow.
Get him. We find out this one. Let's try. Yeah.
Get him.
This one. Hurt Torgal. Nice score.
Jump. Ow. Got him.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I'm glad you're not dead. I thought everybody died.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
I do deserve
If
it.
only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Hi, Unky.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Aww.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Aww.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You
always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
I feel like Byron's gonna die though, because this game is just sad all the time.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Something's wrong.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Come on, Toggle. Alright. So, the thing with Byron that I'm thinking right now is he has been extremely careful to play the good Lord quotation marks, going along with our mother's wishes because he doesn't want to out himself as helping the revolutionaries and stuff like that. And I feel like if anybody finds out that he helped us, they're gonna kill him, is what I feel like. So that's something that might be looming. Where's that ship? It's in the sea. Here. The hideaway. Go to the hideaway. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
So this is our airship. That is our new hideaway. If we're on it, so you can't really see, but it's kind of like broken apart. And this is our home now. I'm gonna go see my missive first, then we'll talk to the side people. Monster?
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Right, an apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one listened to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these. What for their foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavour, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. So, back at our old hideaway, there was a girl that was growing an apple tree. And then we got raided. She got killed. The little girl's dead that was growing the tree. But we managed to save the tree and bring it to our new hideaway, and we've been harvesting its fruits. And turns out they're quite good and people like them. Wait, my Lord Marquess. I don't know how to say that word. Marquess? I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus. But certainly, you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the selfsame man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Love forever, Wade. Gav. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like some curs. But neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realized what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. Gav. What of memories? The oath. That's all our memories so far. What about the phoenix feather? Apples! We got apples here too! Hello, baddie. Alright, who's out here? No way down from here. It's my little balcony. Alright, let's pick up some quests.
Bloody dust.
Bloody dust, bloody dust. Get over it. Hi.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Goinpurse weighing you down.
Sold out.
Finished, are you?
Welcome back, Sid. How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
She's cute.
Shout if you need topping up.
Gluck, 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 gluck.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
I read this before. I feel like I have.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to Hideaway since well, ever. she's got a smile like sunshine, and she can pull an ale like no other.
Well, a creep. Hey, Van.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure. How can I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Alright. We're gonna go to Martha's Rest for one quest. We're not gonna go right away though. Let's have a little look around. Where's the scholar man? Scholar man!
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid?
Yeah, I love to read.
We finished.
Oh, no.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh, so close.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Alright. Oh. Quest there. I'm gonna go to the blacksmith blues. Oh, it's down. And this way.
A sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you an oilskin if you're looking to keep the salt off your back.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us, I expect.
There are new billets being posted every day, but not enough swords to see to them.
Hi, August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
Well, it's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
In it though. Let's go.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
All right.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
This berserker ring. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him.
You earned this.
Thank you.
All done?
Clive! Quick look.
Nothing.
Seen enough?
Ugly? Oh. This one. Belphegor. Get Belphegor. A broken hilt, Rosaria.
Typical nobles. I could have sworn.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
Hey.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Alright. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Alright, let's go. Come on.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Alright, we have some quests to do. Right, hunt board.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the blood.
Hey, Mugler. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin? Then I do have a bullet for you, Cooper, an especially horrible one. The locals call Dosmare. Dosmare. I wanna get all of them. Dosmare. Care Norvent, Westgate, Sandbreck. Let's do you first, Martha's Rest. We'll grab the meat.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So, about the price of them turnips.
Perhaps I'd live longer if I bade this town farewell. I've grown rather fond of the old place.
Me!
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, Times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Let's go get some scorpions! This way! Hi, Tucker! Tucker!
When did you get so big?
Let's go! Gotta make sure. Just in case there's like side quests and stuff. We've got quite a ways to go. Run along the bridge.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Right.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
It's time! Levenbolt! To that. Give it a little provoke. Might as well. Right, let's go. Ambrosia!
Let's go. Run like the wind. Thanks, girl.
See you later, girl.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up
Over here! Go! Get him!
Unwanted
I
violet.
better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Go.
Come on.
Oh, deliver to the hideaway. Okay, I thought you meant something like I need to run back to Martha's Rest. Let's go then.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Wait, I want to see it. Trace amounts of poison. remaining in their flesh, lending them a certain piquancy. Cool.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Sometime later. That looks...
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
No, thank you.
Not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Badge of metal. Oh. Alright. Sandbreak, no Cavant. That was west. Carnarvon. Let's go here. Let me double check where it was.
Typical nobles.
That's my... Westgate. Westgate. Right. I want a map of the actual area.
Griffiths don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
You got that, Sparky. Ah! Griffin! You let me in! That's mad. Skull team. important, everybody. Alright. Got it! Ha! Level, almost level up. That was a lot of money though. Like, well done us. Well done. I wanna do more hunts. Book, book.
Something there, boy.
Oh. Oh no, you hurt.
Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some griefs to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Treated leather. Good boy, Torgal. We did it, Torgal. And you, Jill. Let's go. Karen, stock me up.
Monster's taken quite a liking.
And what can I do for you? You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Beautiful. That's all I need.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Barnyard musk of lesser leathers instead, smelling fairly of rose hips.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Hooray! He's happy now.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Level up. Yay! diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero. Drake Slayer. Who that? Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
Drake Slayer. Electrum.
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
How do I get Electrum? Oh, it has a mandrake. No, not a mandrake. Yeah, mandrake on it. So I guess I have to... Is it a haunt?
Anything else?
I guess it's a haunt. I feel like it would be a haunt.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Back to the hunt then.
He's Torgal.
Typical nobles.
Yeah, it's a haunt.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
135. A rose is a rose. Oh. Ah.
All done?
Keep going then. Let's do the Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Northern border. Nearby villages. Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Said northern, right? Would be up here. To them. To them. Oh, it's in here then. Local map. There. Broken Hill. Yeah. Go backwards. Down this way, right? Yes. This way? Uno momento. Por favor. There we go. I feel like it would be down here. This is the most conspicuous place. No, what? Straight for the boss. There he is. Belphegor! We meet again! Not again. Is it too late? a cooldown time. This one. Judgment Bolt. Ah, fucked it again. I forgot. Well. Did it? Oh, so scared. Ah. Ah. Got some dragon talons.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
It was just like a harvesting thing. Like in like Monster Hunter, I harvest its parts and I get cool stuff. Let's run back to Caron. Please heal me, because I'm in so much pain. We're gonna do one more mark and then we'll end for today, because I am a bit tired right now.
That monster's taken quite a lot.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Alright, I'm sorry. being as fast as I can.
It better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Alright, last one. The Angle of Death. Cat nor Vent met with a troop of curse breakers traveling in the opposite direction. Blah blah blah. Clairvaux and Breck.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Oh, a swelling chorus.
All yours.
It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of the underboard or the curl and the serving girl. But now, all anyone wants to hear of is Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich man, my friend.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
I want to play my new song, then we'll go. Clairvaux and Breck, I remember. I don't need to look again. I remembered. We got our first musical, I think. Have we gotten one before? Oh, we got this. I like that one. Rose is a rose. This is what we just got. Is it really silence? The sound of silence is silence? Is it really silence? Okay. Alright, Clairvaux and Breck. Clairvaux and Breck. Clairvaux over there. Behind us. This way? Yeah, kind of this way.
Slavers don't even.
Since I lost my brand, will they talk to me normally now? They all treated me like shit last time I was here.
Do you see anything you like? And a fine, fine day to you.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Has anybody seen an angle of death? I don't think that's it. Is that it? you are it. I forgot again! I forgot, I keep forgetting. Oh, I'm never gonna use them when you skill. Can I run away?
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Just escape battle. Oh wait. Okay. Haven't really used this. Judgment Bolt. Alright, we're ready. We're ready for some fun! Bolted buff. Never seen a Westma and I gotta catch it. There we go, ready. Ow, that was stupid of me.
Over here!
Got you! How did I?
Rest well. I know I will.
Good job, Joe. Good job, Toggle.
After it.
Alright. We've done all of our hunts. Side quests are done. So next time I'll try to... I've been meaning to squeeze in an extra stream to catch up a little bit because I missed last week, I think. So I'll try to do that. And we will continue with the story next time on Final Fantasy XVI. Let's go over here. I kind of want to start upgrading my main abilities. What else can I upgrade? Don't really use that. Don't really use Stomp. Let's do it. Burning Blade. Down Thrust. Might as well. But this 500 for Blind Justice. I should do these two. Right. Save. So we went from 26 to 28. 2 levels today. Beautiful. Well, and there we will be back on Tuesday with Jack Jean. I'll try to squeeze in an extra Final Fantasy 16 stream. But we're watching Paprika on Saturday night at 9 PM BST over on my Discord if anybody would like to hang out. But if not, that's all good. But thank you for hanging out with me today, everybody, and I hope you all have a lovely night. And a good Friday and a good weekend too. All the good things. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody!